Hey everyone, it's Schmuckles. Don't mind my hair shook up. Today we're going to talk about why Chapter 31 sort of transitions these potential leaks that we've been talking about from Gumpy into like actually credible, legitimate leaks. We've been following this story the entire time, but there's so many things from today's chapter that further confirms this narrative of Vecna being the next chapter and then Castlevania after that. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. I also do stream on Twitch. I streamed the PTB today on Twitch. The link for my Twitch is in the description below. Also, make sure to join my Discord community as well. We talk about all of the leaks, licensing, speculations, and rumors 24/7. A lot of times the news actually hits Discord before I post videos about it. During the beginning of the teaser week, it seems like most of my community actually thought that Gumpy's leaks were real. Then after we got the visual teaser of the new killer, people voted in my Discord and actually thought that Gumpy's leaks are not real. After getting all of the information for Chapter 31, it seems like credible leakers actually think that Gumpy's leaks are real. Tweet on Twitter said, and with all of this, meaning the information that we got from the chapter, all of Gumpy's leaks have been proven true. Everything said was on the dot. Expect both Vecna from D&D and Castlevania to come in the near future. So recall, Gumpy said before anything was public information that this was going to be an original chapter. Gumpy also said we can expect 3 alien humanoid killers. The killer that we got today for Chapter 31 is called the Unknown, and actually the backstory of this killer is largely unknown. It clearly says in this new killer's backstory in Dead by Daylight, there were many theories as to the Unknown's origins. Some said it was a malevolent entity conjured long ago by an ancient cult. Others believed it to be an alien that escaped from Area 51. So it's speculated in this killer's backstory and lore that it could have been an alien that escaped from Area 51. The appearance of the killer does look like some sort of humanoid alien. The exact definition of humanoid is a non-human entity with human form or characteristics, and that's pretty much exactly what this killer is. This killer has some sort of alien or largely unknown backstory, as well as just human hair, human ears, and human hands. So I would definitely classify this thing as an alien humanoid monster. Gumpy said that there was going to be 3 of them similar to the Legion. The Legion is able to transform into different characters if you go into the store and you actually buy the cosmetic. These are green rare skins on Legion that actually changes Legion to a different character. So there's nothing like that right now because the PTB doesn't have store cosmetics for this killer yet. However, when this killer releases on March 12th, it's possible that we will actually see these skins in the game. We'll have further confirmation of all of these leaks. Gumpy also did say that it was going to be a town map for this new map. This map is more like a forest with a movie theater. Its realm is Withered Isle. The name of the map is Greenville Square. We don't know how much access to the information Gumpy actually had, but if Gumpy was only given the name of this map, that would pretty much be a confirmation that this is actually going to be a town map. And you can actually see Greenville Square right here as well. If they only saw a section or a portion of the map and they were shown something like this really does look like a town map with a visual like this. Gumpy also said a goth girl survivor. The fact that Gumpy is like saying the gender of the survivor, which is really just like a coin toss, and getting it right that it's a goth girl as well really is hard evidence for this person actually does have inside information. To say the survivor is goth and to say the survivor is a girl is really a shot in the dark if you don't have inside information. Like, this is an original chapter. It could have literally been anything, but all these callouts apparently seem to be true. It even says in Sable's lore, some called her goth because of the way she presented herself. So the fact that the lore is actually calling this survivor goth really does seem like Gumpy is actually leaking things. All the information on the new killer, new survivor, and new map have all come true. One thing that doesn't seem to line up perfectly with these leaks is Gumpy did say that this AI art photo looked similar to the new killer. I don't think this AI art looks too similar to the new killer. The only thing I could think of is like there's like tentacles in the background of the picture, and there kind of are like tentacles that come out of the killer's back during the Mori. It really does not look that similar to me. But to call out actual information that's in the backstory of the new killer, new survivor, as well as just the idea of the town itself being a map, is really just an overwhelming amount of evidence for this actually being a real leak. That being said, Gumpy said Vecna from D&D is going to be the anniversary chapter. Actually, on February 12th of this year, Dungeons and Dragons actually released the dates for upcoming events for their 50th anniversary. Wizards of the Coast, the license holders, have revealed details and dates for its D&D releases in 2024 for the big 50th anniversary. Vecna Eve of Ruin will street on May 21st, 2024. The Vecna Eve of Ruin is an adventure campaign for characters level 10 to 20. It's a high-stakes adventure in which the characters will race to save existence from obliteration by Notorious Lich. And now, of course, Stranger Things star Vecna, who is weaving a ritual to eliminate good, obliterate the gods, and subjugate all worlds. May 21st might actually be the exact date of the anniversary stream for Dead by Daylight. The 6-year anniversary was on May 17th, 2022. This was a Tuesday, and this was actually the live stream for the 6-year anniversary. The 7th anniversary broadcast went live on May 19th. This is actually a Friday, but recall this was actually streamed early due to the leaks at the time. The 7-year anniversary show was initially planned for broadcasting on May 23rd, which is a Tuesday. So we got 6-year anniversary on May 17th, that's a Tuesday. We have the 7-year anniversary on May 23rd, that's also a Tuesday. Vecna Eve of Ruin is going to be released on May 21st, that's also a Tuesday. So it is entirely possible that the exact date of the next anniversary stream falls exactly on May 21st, which would be timed exactly with Vecna Eve of Ruin release. So based on all the information that we got today with this new killer and the fact that these dates are pretty much going to land on the same date, we think, it does seem like very, very high odds that the anniversary chapter is going to be Dungeons and Dragons Vecna. That's going to be released at the same time as the actual new content from the Dungeons and Dragons franchise. There was talk of a Castlevania chapter coming to Dead by Daylight as well. And actually the Shadow Phoenix, shout out to Shadow Phoenix for showing me this while I was on live stream. There are characters in the arcade that look largely inspired by Castlevania characters. I don't know Castlevania very well, but this is Simon and Richter from Castlevania. The characters on this arcade machine right here look largely inspired from these Castlevania characters. I don't think that it's actually licensed through Castlevania, but it could potentially be an Easter egg that was supposed to tease the arrival of Castlevania into Dead by Daylight. Without us having access to any of the leaks, this is actually a pretty clever teaser that some people might catch and would probably start some speculation. However, going into this new chapter in this new map, knowing this potential information, this kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Also, something that I want to point out is Gumpy didn't fully spell out what this chapter is going to be. Gumpy did not say anything about crawling or mimicking or the idea that this killer's name is the Unknown. Gumpy did not reveal that there's a movie theater on the new map or it's going to be connected to a town called Greenville. Gumpy kept everything pretty vague, and it does actually fit the chapter exactly. Does that fact in and of itself add more credibility to the leaks? Like, Gumpy doesn't want to explicitly spoil exactly what's coming. So instead we were given a very vague description of what the chapter is. And I also want to remind you that Gumpy did delete some of these comments, but we were able to screenshot them. Like, if Gumpy actually does have inside information, they'd probably feel really scared to like fully leak and spoil the chapter. So instead they sort of gave us pretty vague descriptions of it. Also, one other thing that needs to be talked about is behavior works on chapters about 12 months in advance, which could also potentially explain why Gumpy is only able to reveal an original chapter, Vecna and Castlevania. So we need to keep an eye out in the comment section for any new comments or potential leaks from this person, because behavior is now starting to work on those chapters. Does that add more credibility to Gumpy, the fact that they're only allegedly able to leak 3 chapters? Because that kind of makes sense in the context of how far in advance behavior works on upcoming content. That's pretty much all the information that I have for you today. Do you actually think that Gumpy's leaks are legit? Let me know in the comment section below. But one thing's for sure, on March 12th, when this chapter goes live, if we see 2 new skins that transforms this killer into 2 girls, it's going to be fully confirmed and irrefutable. Based on how this killer works and how this killer hunts, it doesn't seem too unlikely. What I'm saying is the idea of having skins that transform this character into 2 other people makes complete sense with this killer's backstory and how this killer hunts, because this killer is able to mimic the people it most recently attacked. So we don't have a confirmation of the 2 new skins coming to the game. I'm just saying it makes total sense based on what we know about the killer. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content like this. That does it for this video. Goodbye.